It's excellent. The split, I'm sure he was beating Ron, though. You know what I mean? Halfway through.
Our third competitor, Terry Rock, now hitting the slalom Super G. Just for the record, Jim Martinson finished with a time of 4:44. However, he was also penalized 5 seconds.
No, I mean
official final time 4:49. That puts him in second place. Of course, we've only seen 2 competitors so far. Rock knocks down a cone. That's going to be a 1-second penalty here as he reaches the doors.
Yeah, Terry Rock is another. He's an annual competitor in the Super G. He's got solid chair skills, and this year he happened to come in third. But you know, if you come in third, you're still invited to this big dance that we have here. He can still win it. He's going to have to generate a little more speed. I know that specifically Jim Martinson had a better split time at that point. But Terry is a seasoned veteran at this particular event, and he knows that he needs to be going at least at a steady pace because of the length of the event.
Well, he's going to have to make up some time later in the course, having a little bit of trouble with the doors, just making sure that he gets through them and shuts them very carefully.
Yeah, Terry's often seen with a small Chihuahua on his lap, and you know, that Chihuahua's pretty. He's a great companion dog, and I wouldn't doubt that Chihuahua couldn't ride on his lap through this course.
And Rock gets through the pit. Making his way around those cones, he's now to the steps. A little bit of trouble there near the top, those front wheels touch down.
Yeah, that's one thing that's tricky with that obstacle, especially if you haven't navigated it a number of times, is that the first lip will hit your back tires and it'll force your casters down. And if that doesn't do it, the second lip will. It's very hard to go completely up that pyramid ramp and come down without hitting the front of your wheelchair.
Terry Rock quickly pushing it through those parking cones.
Yeah, those parking cones, if you happen to displace one of them, it's a 5-second penalty.
Terry working his way up those tough steps and onto the sled. He's finally up there.
Yeah, at this point, if Terry doesn't pick his speed up, I'm pretty sure he's out of the running. And there's no such thing as second place at the Super G.
So Rock makes it all the way to the UPS truck. He moves on. Going over to the ramp. That ramp will take him down onto one of the mattresses. He knocked over a cone back there. That's going to be a second penalty.
And we purposely put these backwards gates in here, one to make the athletes think, and then also to try to slow them down a little bit, because you might ask why we want to slow them down. Well, if they get going too fast, they will knock over even more cones.
Making his way through that L-shaped rough terrain. This is a new feature. We didn't see that at the slalom yesterday.
Right, it's a new feature in all the years that we've been having the Super G. We try to employ, and we also decommission certain obstacles as well.
So over the uneven ramps goes Terry Rock. Made his way over to the ropes.
Yeah, there's different ways of going through the ropes. Some are more successful than others, and his way seems to be working. One thing you have to be careful is, you just saw it hooked on his seat post as he went through. It can be quite a large anchor if he doesn't get that off.
Rock up and over the ramp.
Yeah, I want to say he's going to be probably close to the 5-minute mark, maybe about 5:10 or 5:15.
So Terry Rock backward through those slalom cones, taking his time, make sure he doesn't knock another one down. He's already knocked over 2 cones so far. Those will end up being 2 seconds added to his final time. Spins around, he reaches those metal rungs.
Yeah, we call those the jailhouse bars, and they're not as easy as he's actually making it look.
One of his quickest times through an obstacle so far over those metal bars, now to the ramp and stairs. Pops a wheelie, getting to the top of those steps, having a little bit of trouble. Now he's got it. Very easily down over to the decapitator.
Yeah, Terry is a little long in the waist here, so he's got to bend down quite far to get through there.
So Rock makes it over that mattress, now over those ramps.
This is a new obstacle for us this year, the backwards pyramid ramp. It's not terribly difficult, but it's something that a lot of veterans don't have experience with.
And now Terry Rock's got his work that way up the incline over to the American flag. He's pushing hard. Terry Rock getting cheered on by the crowd. Can he make it to the top of the ramp? He's got it over to the American flag.
Right now, a lot of time can be gathered here if you know exactly how many times, or the least amount of times it takes to wrap it around that cleat.
He's got to be very careful. It looked like one of his tires was teetering over the edge of those boards, but he has no trouble at all. Terry Rock finishes off his run in the Slalom Super G.